Hey guys, Matthew here from RC Crawler, Connecticut. I'm going to be trying out some new wheels and rims. I have here a set of Integy billet machine 5-spoke beadlocks. They come, they are not $59.99. If you check their website, I'm sure the price is a lot lower than that. I'm a Integy dealer, so I try things out before I sell them to people. I've already assembled 2 of these wheels, and say probably some of the easiest wheels to install. They come in black, gun, blue, red, green, I think orange as well. So you can buy them with the wheels or rims by themselves. So a lot of people bash Integy. I've used a lot of their products. Some of it's good, some of it not so good. So far with the assembly of the first 2 wheels, it's good. Some of the easiest beadlocks to assemble that I've found, and so we'll cut these open and pull these tires off. They come with stainless steel hardware. Well, I'm assuming it's stainless steel because it is not. It's not magnetic. So everything you need right here in the little bag. You have extras because the 2 in that hold the ring and the 2 that hold the replaceable hex are your extras. So you'll end up with some two of each, which is pretty cool. And what I'm mounting them on, or what I'm mounting on them, is a set of Pro-Line Hyrax tires. So I wanted to try something a little different on my rig. I run Super Swampers, and so these tires, that's what they look like fully assembled. Size-wise, they're about the same size, if not a little bit beefier than the Super Swampers. So as you can see, the bead fit right in. It's an internal ring beadlock with 1 ring. So you have the 7 screws on the back to assemble the whole thing. The whole thing is held together by that. Make sure I got it tight. Thread lock is a must, just so you're not on the trail and you don't start losing screws. So, but that's what it looks like fully assembled. Like I said, they come in a gun and a red, green, blue, and I think orange. The gun and the red really stand out. They're really, hopefully the reds are a really nice contrast in color. So, and the gun are very subtle. It's hard to see through the bag, but it's a very subtle. So if you don't like a lot of flashy, these are good. So now I didn't mention anything about the tires I took off. They're a pretty soft tire. I don't know what compound they are. Again, they're a generic tire that came with the rims. I haven't run them, so I don't know. They come with just a generic foam inside. Its tread pattern is pretty basic. I mean, almost reminiscent of maybe a Mickey Thompson or something along those lines. I'm not too familiar with all the tire treads that are out there, but looks-wise, they look like a pretty beefy tire. But again, not tried them, and you can buy these tires separately. There they go. So anyway, let's get to some assembly here. So first off, we gotta put these to the side. So we're gonna disassemble the rim. So decent thickness. Like I said, stainless. You know, they probably could be a little longer. You can see the thickness of the where it goes into. You probably could use a longer screw. So again, you know, up to you. But you know, those fit perfectly through there, so there won't be much sticking out of the back side of them. So anyway, let's cut open our bag here. Now I'm just going to go through these real quick. I'm not going to, you know, I'll put beadlock on the ones that I've taken off, but I'm not going to, probably not going to take the other ones off to do that. So anyway, so let's pop that out. Boom. There's your piece. You got a nice bead on the outside there to hold it in place. And here's your alloy internal, and again, it's nice and deep. So, and there's a pretty good tolerance there. They're not too loose and they're not too tight. So it's going to allow for you to, you know, put some beefier tires in there. So let me tighten these. Put these on first. I said, you know, use thread lock, and they're not magnetic, so they're going to fall off your screwdriver. And I think everything, I'm so used to everything being magnetic. Let's put some thread lock on these. Crosshatch pattern, always just like on a full-size car. You always want to tighten the opposites. You don't want to go around the rim and bang, bang, bang. So you get until it's just snug. All right, so now we'll snug them down. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to insert our ring. Okay. Squish the foam down out of the way. All right, so pick which side's going to be the front of the tire. And I usually get that in place, and then we'll slide this in. And there you go. Make sure the bead is set on the front. Let me get some more light here. Okay, so now we'll make sure that's set on the back here. Get the foam out of the way. Foam likes to get in the way because it wants to be involved. It wants to get in with the party. You know, pinch and foam is so common when you're doing beadlocks. So once we get that set, we take the ring and drop it into the. Now these, I'm spoiled because these tires have a really nicely defined ring on them for the beadlock to sit. So now we're gonna the hole lined up. And some pressure on there just to get it down. And set into the bead, into the ring. And let's get the holes lined up here. This is probably the hardest part of the whole thing. So let's see. Make sure we got it in there. That looks good. Let's see if we can get it on the first shot. That's a little off. So we'll try one. A little bit of thread lock. With some down pressure. Off just a little bit. Like I said, this is the hardest part, getting the first one started. Now there's other tricks you can do. One of which is to take a threaded rod, drop it down through, and just start it in there. And so now, so I've got it lined up, and yeah, it's going to call me out on it. Okay, let's get another threaded rod, put it in the one next to it here. There we go. Little tricks. Doing bead locks, it's always helpful to have longer bolts, screws to help compress. In this case, I just needed to line up the hole. So I got that one started. Make sure we didn't break the front. Nope. All right. So once that one's started, I'm gonna leave those in there for now. Should be good to go for the other one. And now this is just, you just can push in on the screw till it meets. I only start a little bit. I don't want to just, crank it down as under full pressure from the tire. That's a good way to start stripping things out. So, give it a little help. See that? I'm so used to magnetic screws. Give it a little help. Squeezing the ring down. So, here we go. And take these out now. Okay, so now we can just slowly tighten them down to get them snug. And we'll go from there. Alright, so cross pattern. There we go. So let's check the bead. And hopefully we got it all set right. See, I don't know if that, see that one slipped out on me. Didn't get pinched in there, so I'm going to take that one apart again. But for the most part, you get the gist of it. And the front's locked in good. There we go. So aside from that, right there, which now I got to loosen all these up. I don't like using power tools on these if I don't have to. I could have used the drill. Made it a lot easier on myself. But, when you're dealing with the aluminum and stainless steel, they're softer. They don't stand up well to abuse like, steel screws. So, it's a good idea. Use a little bit more care with them. You can't, you can screw them, strip the heads real easy, strip out screw holes real easy. So just go easy with the with aluminum and stainless. See, there it is. Get it underneath there. Doesn't want to go. Almost. Oh, looks like I gotta take it all the way off. Not a big deal. The foam creeped underneath. That's what did it. Oh, it's nice. You didn't have to take it all the way apart. I'm sorry if this is taking too long for you guys. You're not going to miss much if you cancel out now. But I'm trying to get back into doing some more videos. I haven't done any in a long time, but there's no reason why I can't. I got to get my camera down here. Right now, I'm recording this on my tablet, and so the camera is probably not the best, but I'll get the camera set up down here so I can do it with the camera. Make some better videos. So get them snug down. Okay. So we got no gap on the inside. Bead looks intact, front and back. There we go. Now, the next part is going to be taking it out on the trail and testing it out on the trail. So I'm only going to do the one assembly because, you know what, it's going to be the same thing all over again. So anyway, guys, take care. Thanks for watching.